Here we go. Here we go. It's another episode of First 11, 11 minutes or less. Your DC United podcast, your soccer podcast, along with U.S. Soccer Hall of Famer Bruce Murray. I'm Dave Johnson. DC United at the weekend, a 0-0 draw with Club de Foot Montreal. Bruce, just quick, overall impressions of the game. We'll get some comments from Troy Lesesne and talk about what they need to do offensively. But just overall impressions, because they did get the clean sheet.
Yeah, the game was flat, Dave. We didn't come out and boss the game. Part of the problem was Montreal had a five-man midfield, and we just couldn't figure it out. We had to get up the field a lot quicker, and we didn't. And it just was flat, and the players will be disappointed. But again, we're undefeated, and I'll look at it Troy's way. We're undefeated 4 games in.
That's you get points from every match so far for DC United. Let's hear from Troy Lesesne about what they did do attacking.
The attacks that were successful, they were really quick interchanges. The one that Gabby in the first half, if you can remember that, it's a really good ball inside the 18 into Peglo, and it's a very quick action from Peglo for a close finish from Gabby, right?
Aaron Herrera, 40 yards from goal on the right side. A through ball back heel coming through. Peroni coming out. Sirois. Wow. And Sirois was able to deny Peroni, but Sirois had to come out and get down on the turf. Put it off frame, out of play, harassed by the charging Sirois.
That's a good example. We didn't have enough of that type of combination play that was at that speed. It usually got into positions and we took an extra touch or we played it wide again, and we just never really threatened Montreal. Credit to Montreal, though. I thought that they did an excellent job defending.
All right, we just heard the comments, Bruce, of Troy Lesesne saying that great chance where Peroni, he was in, and Sirois came up big, but that was one of the themes of the day, Jonathan Sirois, the goalkeeper. But when you heard the comments of Troy Lesesne, and you've been in an attacking position, what was missing Saturday from DC United's attack, and what should they apply this Saturday against Orlando? Or as you hear him make those comments?
Well, in the final third, we had possession 22 passes, and we just could not, pick the lock. We couldn't figure our way through. And so in that situation, when that happens, you got to fire one in. And that's what happened when Herrera fired it in to Peglo with the cheeky back heel. That's the kind of movements and motions that you need to make. Again, when you're in that situation and you're probing and you're trying to make a pass and this and then I think there was many times in the game where we were at their box and we just could not get it through. So at that point, Herrera just said, "The heck with it, and let me fire one in there." And Peglo, man, what talent for the back heel, and then Peroni's moving off the ball. So that's probably what Troy's thinking right now is we got to start being more direct.
So it starts with you be ambitious, and that's again, you mentioned Herrera. The fullbacks have to be so critical in that.
Now Benteke battling with Saliba for it. Saliba heads it away, but now Schnegg has it left side of the box. Schnegg to the 6 and darting through Stroud. Sirois comes up with a save. Corner kick DC United, but Stroud hoping to knife it home, and Sirois put his body on the line.
You talk about a save. Sirois, point-blank range.
Corner kick for DC United. Right corner working right to left. Again, Christian Benteke, no surprise, number one in aerial duels. So right away, DC United on corners start from a position of strength. Herrera sending it in. Benteke heads it down, and then it's headed again right to Sirois. And Kyle Rolls almost opened his Major League Soccer account. A little flick header from the 6-yard box, but Sirois able to control it.
Wow. And just watching that header back by Benteke, Campbell couldn't do anything about it. Nobody, it seems like Benteke wins every single header on a corner kick.
And you can make the argument, Kim Jun-hong involved again, securing at least 1 point.
Right into the Chico stand. This free kick is being taken. The take, and Kim the save. Now the foul. And Kim another save. A corner kick coming. Wow. Bryce Duke tried to score from the free kick. Kim made the save, and he was there for the foul. Corner kick, Montreal.
Your thoughts as he's growing into the role with a banged-up shoulder as a starting keeper?
I love him. I think he's still kind of unsettled in terms of, the league and where, how the league works and this and that. But you can tell he's got high quality, and his quickness, especially his lateral quickness, being able to get across the goal really quick. And also his distribution is fantastic. He can hit a ball, Dave, that cuts right through the ball. I mean, he can go box to box if he wants to.
All right, international break coming up, so Matty Peltola will not be involved in DC United. But I bring this up because it shows the depth of DC United, I thought, on Saturday, that Jose Kojima, Boris Enow go out, and you're able to bring in Brendan Cervania and also Matty Peltola. For like substitutions. And again, Troy Lessane's perspective, it was not anything that Kojima or Boris Enow did wrong. It was just his thought to try to change up the energy, to have that kind of depth.
You hit it right on the head. I mean, it's not, they didn't do anything wrong, but the coach now he's saying to himself, I can have two guys on my bench that can come in and improve the game. And so that's pretty rare. We've got a bench, Dave, not just a bench full of players. We've got a bench full of players that can come in and improve the game, which I always think a substitute, that's the definition. Come in and make the game better.
Speaking of which, your thoughts on the growth of Jacob Murrell?
Oh, my gosh. Well, Jacob came in, and he just pretty much chased everything in, and just a wonderful player. He brings so much energy to the game, and, he constantly has positive things happen when he comes in the game.
So bottom line is that Troy Lessane, this is what he wants. And you've been in this kind of situation. You want competition all over the field.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I spoke to a college coach once, to be anonymous, and he's like, I'll bring in 6 midfielders this year just to find one player. In other words, it's a cutthroat business, this game, at higher levels, college and professional soccer. And you want guys that are pushing the guy who's starting. And if he falls off in form, then the next guy's up. And, like I said, our bench is really strong this year. And one thing that we need to do, we've proven to the league now that we're a tough out, man. We're 4 games in, nobody's beating us, right? But can we get over the hump, right? How do we put games away? And we're still working on that. It's a work in progress.
And that college coach, Anonymous, by the way, was undefeated. He was an amazing coach, Coach Anonymous. Hey, with Bruce Murray, that's your edition of First 11, the first this week. There'll be another edition as we get closer to the game on Saturday, on the road now, against Orlando. As always, you can check in at Dave J Sports, at Bruce Murray HOF if you want to on X. And remember to follow our social channels for the latest on First 11, or tell your friends. You can download First 11, Apple, Spotify, and iHeart. Thanks for your time.